Hi everybody, Joanne here with a work in progress, and I am back to show you how I made this twine pumpkin that I shared on the Pumpkin Palooza video. Let me tell you first the supplies that you're going to need, and everything I think you can actually pick up at the Dollar Tree, and some of it you're going to have on hand. You're going to need your trusty glue gun, some twine, which I know you can get at the Dollar Tree. This I actually picked up at Walmart. I think it's around $3.50, and it's 190 feet of twine, so it really goes a very long way. You'll need some kind of, oh dear, I think it's already glued to my workspace. You're going to need some kind of just little disposable tray that you can mix up some plain old white glue and water. You will need balloons, some petroleum jelly, a stick, which will be the stick here in your pumpkin. And I suggest using latex gloves or just gloves in general. It's a very messy project. It's lots of fun, but it is quite messy. So I have already blown up a balloon here. I'm going to do a small one. This is just for demonstration purposes. I have one that is already completed drying, but just to show you the process of how I went ahead and wrapped up the balloon. First, though, you want to take your petroleum jelly and with a gloved hand and coat your entire balloon. This makes it very easy to get the twine off of the balloon so that it doesn't stick to it. So you just want to coat the whole balloon with a good amount of Vaseline, petroleum jelly. Coat that up really good. I'm going to remove the glove. And I'm going to put on another set of gloves because, like I said, this is very messy. Now I do have some glue and water mixture already done up, but I'm going to go ahead and make some more. And right now I'm going to turn you down toward the work surface so you can see what it is that I'm going to be doing here. So I'm just going to put some extra glue in here. And I don't really have a mixture, maybe 1 to 2 parts. I just do it up as best I think so that it's not as thick as glue, but then not as watery as plain old water. Let me step away for just a second. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. And then I'm going to put myself on another pair of gloves. This time I'm going to put on both hands. And this mixture, once you get working, it goes all over the place. Okay, here we go. Now I keep the twine in the little container here, and I just mix it or dip it into the glue as I need it. But first, before we get started, let's go ahead and tie your twine around your balloon and make it underneath of where you knotted that balloon. Okay, can you see there? I'm putting it underneath of there. Excuse me for just a second. One of my dogs is going crazy. Jackson, what are you doing? Yep, got it under there. And make sure you cover your workspace because it's going to get messy. I'm just going to mix up that glue with my hand. You can see it's a little bit runny, but it's not like water. And I think the important thing on this is to make sure that you get your twine good and saturated with the glue mixture. And I just take out a bunch here and stick it into my mixture, tap it down a little bit. Just want to make sure it really does get good and coated. Okay, and then there's no, at least I don't think there is, any kind of real way to wrap this. You just start wrapping and you make it random. Now it's going to be slippery, and it will be hard to work at first because of that Vaseline, but have a little bit of patience, and it will come out. And you can use that little stub of the balloon as a sort of a holding place too for some of your twine. So just start wrapping any way you want. You can see how the glue is not sticking to the balloon, it's kind of dripping off. Oops, I'm going to have to start this over again, guys, because that one piece really slipped off kind of badly. So let me start this wrapping up again. It's tricky in the beginning. Here we go. The first few can be a little tricky. Once you get it going, it gets a lot easier, I promise. So you see, I'm just wrapping it around and around. Oh, we don't need that under there. And you see how this is getting covered up really nicely here. That's what you want. You don't want a lot of holes, so to speak, in your design. Taking out some more twine here. And then you just keep wrapping and keep wrapping. So I think you've got the idea on this part, okay? So you're going to just keep wrapping that and wrapping it, and then when you've got it the way that you want it, you'll just use your scissors and cut your twine, and then just tuck it under so that you can't really see it very well. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these off and tip the camera up, and we'll keep going. Alrighty. So once you have that balloon completely wrapped up in the twine and looking the way you want to go ahead and just hang it up somewhere where it will dry for at least a day. You want to let it dry at least 24 hours. And make sure that you put some kind of container underneath of it, because as that glue dries, it will just drip off of the balloon, and you don't want it getting on your counter or your windowsill or wherever you happen to have hung it. So let me show you what it looks like when it's all finished drying. This one I did several days ago, and I'm going to be honest, I think I may have let it dry a little bit too long, but we'll see how it comes out. Let me scoot this out of the way here first. This big mess. Like I said, fun but messy. Okay, so here is our balloon, all nice and dried. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the white. Actually, I don't even have to, because it doesn't matter. It's going to come off once our balloon is out of here. Now, just hear that? Just go ahead and start. Oh, so sorry. I scared myself and I scared my dogs. I hope I didn't scare you. That took me by surprise. I did not expect that to happen. So anyway, you want to pop your balloon inside of here, and let's go ahead and cut this here. I want to get the balloon completely out of it. And this may take a little finagling to pull that out. See, there it comes. I'm going to try and get it over a spot that maybe has a bit of a hole in. There we go. And then this piece here. Come on now. Here we are. I'm going to try. Oh, okay, it didn't all come out. Let me go ahead and snip that right there. Oh, look at itchy nose. Sorry, I've had some major allergy problems this past week. Last night they started bothering me too, but I had been doing quite a bit of cleaning, and I do have cats, although I'm allergic to them, and I think that I was kind of, you know, stirring up their cat dander and stuff such that was in the house, and oh, it just made me sneeze like crazy. Okay, now get this. There we go. Okay, so there it is. So here is the part that I'm thinking this, I might have let this dry too long on. So what you want to do, oh, maybe it is going to work. You can hear it. I'm just very, very gently, the bottom of the balloon, I'm pressing in because we want the balloon, we need to get this more in the shape of a pumpkin than a balloon or an apple, perhaps even. So see, you can see how that's starting to dip in there. Oh, there we go. That's doing nicely. And then we're going to do the same thing to the top here. Very gently press in on that. Now I did try, in one of my attempts, I did try wetting this and doing it that way, but it didn't work very well. In fact, let me show you my very first attempt at this project. And here it is. I was really anxious to finish it, and I popped the balloon way too early. The glue was not dry on the twine yet, and it just caved in there like a souffle. So have patience with this project, and it will pay off. You can hear the glue, I think, even kind of crackling as it goes down. And I'm just going to keep working my way around, pressing this in the center. I'm going to put it up against me like this. Now these little pieces that are kind of, you see they're kind of loose here. You can use your glue gun to put those back into place. So don't worry about any little stragglers that you might have. And then just keep pressing on it until you're happy with the shape. What do we think of that? That's more pumpkin-y, I think. I'm going to do a little bit more on the bottom, perhaps. And believe it or not, this will actually just stay like that. You won't have to worry about it coming back into shape or anything and throwing your pumpkin off balance or anything. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's good. I like that. That's a bit of a pumpkin. It's even a little off kilter, which is good, I think. Okay, now I'm going to put you down again while I glue some of these little loose strands back on. So here we go, down again. And just the places that I noticed that it popped up a little bit, just going to use my glue gun to put them back into place. This one came up a little, whoops, a little too much there. Get a little glue gun happy sometimes. Oh, that needs to stay down too. Glue those down. And if you watched this morning's video on my haul video, I hauled this package of red yarn and this package of orange yarn. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do this again with the yarns and make some more, perhaps more recognizable pumpkins in the orange color, and then some smaller apples. And we'll see how those turn out. That doesn't want to stay down there. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave you down here, because next what I'm going to do, this is just a twig that I found out in my backyard. So I am just going to figure out where I want to put him. And put him actually in between a couple of these twines here. There we go. Whoop. And then using my glue gun, I'm going to put him in place so he doesn't move. Oh, I think I just, my glue just kind of dripped right through there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a bit. And have a few more places here that I want to have that set down and not move all over the place on me. one over here. Just get impatient for the glue to dry. There we go. And then, oh, so sorry. One of my dogs just ran into their food bowl. Oh, it's always something going on here. And I did not get any leaves out of the yard, so I'm going to borrow off of this guy here. And then you just want to, I mean, the leaves are totally up to you if you want to do those or not. So you just put a couple of leaves down there. And then this is super, super easy to make. It is green twine that I soaked in the glue as well. And then I just coiled it around, I can't even remember what oh, actually, I do know what it was, this large glue stick. I coiled it around the glue stick, let it dry, and then you have the little coils for the pumpkin. Not even sure what those things are really are on a pumpkin. But there he is. Let me bring you back up again. And there he is. He's all finished. I think it's just super, super cute. You can go ahead and put a tea light candle in here if you like. You would just have to open up a hole in the bottom here that you could get the tea light candle up inside of. And that would look really cute. But that's it. They're really simple to make, like I said. They're just a little bit time consuming and a bit messy. And do have the patience to let them dry all the way, or your pumpkin will end up looking like this. Well, that is it for this evening, guys. If you liked this and if you're going to give it a try, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And until next time, I hope you all take very good care of yourselves. I have a couple more videos that I want to come out with over this week, so stay tuned for those, okay? And until then, guys, take very good care. See you soon. Bye-bye.